that off. Nice being dry. What a lovely day. What a lovely day. Bubbly bop bop doo. Bop bop boop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my god. Wow. Oi oi. Oi oi. There you oi oi me, sir. Call Johnson, alright Jack. Hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the pointless welcome to the pointless. I spoke to someone off of here, TikTok. Yeah. Respect your elders. Unless they're miserable bastards and don't. Who was it? I can't remember. I think it was Ricky Gervais. He was saying about old people, and he said he come out of his hotel room and there was these people, and he went, oh, hello, and they ignored him. So he got to the door and he thought, well, I better open. Held the door open, went through, didn't say a word. Next doors, went through. And he thought, fuck, I ain't having this. So when he got to the lift, then he sort of shot round, got in the lift, and held the door, and they thought, oh great. And literally as I got there, he said, he shut the door and he went, SLAG. I just thought, I could just imagine doing that, can't you? I think if I hold the door open for you, you should say thank you, isn't it? Manners and courtesy, I don't know, sadly missing, aren't they? Alright, James. Sadly, manners and courtesy seem to have, you know, left the building, haven't they? They're not coming back. Well, it feels like that, doesn't it? Feels like, I don't know, mad. Put a few little car videos up. Cars, we've got that 3 Series, that's not finished yet. What else was I put up today? Oh, Yaris. I think it's a Tigo. I can't say it. I called it a Tiger. VW Tiger. It's not, it's a Tiger or something. I'm alright. Who's that? BM. I'm alright, thank you. I can't address you by your name because I don't know what it is. It just says BM. What does that mean? BMW? Look at that, I'm so loaded. When you're a millionaire, imagine thinking this is your job. What soup? I don't know, tomato I suppose. Tomato, I think. I like tomato soup. Or tomato and basil. Them Covent Garden ones. No, I'm having a latte actually. Latte from no, I think online people think, oh yeah, got all these photos. I think you can monetize it, but you're working for someone and you're not in control, are you? Not in control at all. They will push your stuff out to people, which then will pay for your stuff, but they're in charge of who gets to see it, aren't they, really? Claiming it was patronised, hold the door for others. Yeah, yeah, but then shut there in their face and say, oh, put your finger in that door and shut it on their finger, then, innit? Say, no, that's patronising, mate. Because your finger's like a paddle, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's not patronising. I'll make your finger like a paddle. No, you just, I suppose I don't know. No, I think you should, especially for a lady. A man should hold the door open, isn't it? Hold the door, hold her hand. You know, that's what I think. But there you go. Allah died for our sins. We was a nutter then, wasn't he? Why would you do that? What, so I'm going to die because you do wrong? No, if you drive your car fast, mate, and crash, no, I ain't going to die. You're going to die. Unless you drive your car into me, then I might. But if you don't, then no. You believe what you want to believe, innit? You believe, my friend, what you want to believe. I think religion seems to cause lots of hassle to me. Men should stand for women, hey? I would. I'd offer to give my seat up. That would be my thing, wouldn't it? I would offer to give my seat up. Actually, just the trolls. What we do, just ignore them. Let them comment. Because if you interact with them, they're getting oxygen. Don't give them oxygen, Connie. Do I respect Ramadan? What do you mean respect it? What, do you want to do it? Why would I need to respect that's what you want to do? Just do it. Just don't worry what I want. What you need to do is say, you want some chocolate. I don't want any chocolate. Fuck it. You eat the chocolate because you want it. If you don't want chocolate, have some crisps. That's what I say. Hello. Do you respect you for fasting? Do I respect you for fasting? No, not really. I just think you're a person that's fasting. I'd respect you if you are courteous to me. You don't scratch my car. You don't want to steal my stuff. You're not horrible to me. Your words are not swear words towards me. And you're a nice person. I'm going to respect you. Borrow 10 quid and give it back to me? I think you're a top geezer. What religion you are, it's up to you, isn't it? You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do, I think. Ramadan's probably where you don't eat, isn't it? It's some sort of thing to do with your religion, which is, you know what? That's great. I don't need to know. Do I need to understand it? Why would I need to understand it? Like, I'm going to go somewhere. Do you need to understand what way I'm going to go? No, you don't need to understand what way. Do you need to understand the time I get up in the morning? Absolutely not. You should focus on what makes you happy. If you're saying, well, what makes me happy is I'm very rude. Well, then I'm rude then. Mate, you've got the ultimate power. You go block. That way you don't see me anymore. Because I'm a rude person, you're much better off. I think if someone's rude to me, I don't want to talk to them. There's no point. And if you think I'm rude, that's fine. You're absolutely allowed to think that. You see, personal questions because you seem very wise. What's this? Do you still, I don't know, get over them? I don't know really. I want to know who taught him how to go live. He just pushed a button. Bye. See you later. No, don't leave. Mizono, listen a minute. You need to block me or I'm going to block you. One of us needs to do it. I don't know if you're still here, but you need to block me or I need to block you. It's up to you. If you're not, no, Gary, you have to block me first. It's like, okay, let me know. I'll do it for you if you want me to. It's up to you. I definitely think you should block me. If you don't block me, I think you're foolish if you think I've been rude. I don't want no one rude around me. So that's my thoughts on it. Banning. I look like I worship the devil. Thank you. It's sensible. It's a sensible. That is I would say one of the most sensible things you've done this week, even this year, because you're upset with someone. You can block them, get them out of your life. That way, your life will only improve if you get people out that you don't like. I believe. You may not. Basmati. Not special fried. Have some respect. Don't worry about them. Let them comment what they're commenting. It's just, look, people are going to comment all sorts of stuff, and they're going to be rude, they're going to be this, they're going to be that. If I don't understand your religion, don't worry about it. Don't call it rude. Just, I don't need to know about your religions. I don't need to know about your eating habits. I really don't, but that's me. Hello, Kim. But that's my thoughts. You don't have to believe. The good thing is you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with me, do you? You go, I disagree. Fantastic. I don't disagree with myself. I like who I am. World's a colourful place. The world's very opinionated. Everybody seems to be an expert on what I should be doing, and people are expert on what you should be doing. What clothes you should wear. Where you should eat, give you some financial advice. Dangerous place to get financial advice, really. I'm not a financial advisor. Find out you don't need financial advice. Work hard, save most of your money, live below your means, and buy things that you really want to buy. That would be my fault. Have plenty of savings, so when your car goes wrong, bosh. Save up for a deposit, buy a house, and have a mortgage. That would be my thing. Would I say get a nice car? No. Get a car. Get a car once you've got a house. I don't live in it. Live at your mum and dad's, isn't it? Live in your mum and dad's and rent it out. Jeff Spurs. You're going down, aren't you? No, well, I don't know. Do you really think you need financial advice? Really? There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to losing weight or becoming wealthy, isn't it? It's just there's no shortcuts to becoming fit. You just got to get the work in, isn't it? What's my opinion on the newer generation? I think the internet is a fantastic thing to promote your brand, whatever it is. I think social media, what a good place to promote your restaurant, your building company, your car sales, whatever, isn't it? Disagree with becoming a landlord, they're social parasites. Bit odd, isn't it? Well, why don't you just buy the house off them? Well, but that's you, James, isn't it? You know, that's what you want to do. James, you should think they're scum of the earth. You know, that's what you want to think. That's up to you. That's just fun in construction. Well, they're a bit tired. A bit tired today. I couldn't come in. What's that? Well, you know, I've got a flare up. What's that? Well, flare up like I couldn't get the covers off me. You know, come to work one day in it, worn out. Oh, I can't go back tomorrow. It's a nightmare. I go back to that scaffold about 50 times. I can't believe it. These bricks are half heavy. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Got no Holden tech, all right, mate. I've got no worries. Apparently I'm rude. So I didn't. He said, "Do you understand? What is it? What's the thing? Ramadan or something?" I went, "Well, not really. You just don't eat." And I don't know. I don't need to understand it. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably about, I don't know, 87 today. Gym day today, isn't it? Going to my girlfriend's. I might get her to cut my hair. What motor am I in? A black one. A black one. One of them poxy electric ones. They're shit, you know, you've got to charge them up, haven't you? I bet they're funny. They're shit because you've got to charge them up. Oh, you charge your phones up. Surely your phones are shite then, aren't they? What about your laptop? They're rubbish, isn't they? I bought a MacBook. What a crappy thing that was. £2 you've got to charge a poxy. I bought a drone. What a crappy thing that was. You had to charge it. I want one that works off the sun. Then you don't want solar. Oh, solar's useless, isn't it? I don't want solar. I don't want renewables. They can't. You're worried about renewables, but do you want all these power stations you keep pumping out? I love all the knobs as well. It's all powered by coal, isn't it? No, there isn't a coal. There is not a coal-fired power station in the UK now. Do you know that? My thoughts of the UK. Let's do it when we're forced into it. Instead of being, imagine, I don't know why you can't run a country like, and run the country, live slightly below its means. We can only have what we can afford. Sadly, if you've got heart problems, you're going to go. Well, let's have a vote. What ailments are we not going to cure because there's too much money? What pills are we not going to buy? Would that be unfair? Was the poor people die? Yeah, but you know what? That's life, isn't it? We're all going to go, and that would encourage people to look after themselves. I think you should start with points. And you get, I don't know, if you're good, you amass points. But you can use the points to be fixed when you go wrong. That's what I think. But obviously there'd be someone who say that's against my human. I think the modern world is very entitled, and I think I'm entitled to no. Why am I entitled to anything really? Why am I entitled to live? Why? Where does it say that? Do I have a girlfriend? What, one? What, a man of my stature? What, only one? Christ, imagine that, only having one. Mate, I don't worry about head and shoulders going in. I don't take 2 bottles in the shower. I take 2 bottles of beer in. I don't even drink. Sometimes I want to drink. Sometimes I really miss drinking because you could just get blotter and you wouldn't be able to push the live button, would you? You just think, oh, thank God I didn't go live. Well, anyway, sold a few. I don't know. No, I don't think we did. Not today. The BM went out, little 1 series. Oh, sounds like the cash guy might be sold. These finance companies, they email you or they ring you. Zoota are a night pain in the arse. They always ring my mobile, always. I'm coming down the motorway there, ring, ring. I thought, fucking Zoota, innit? Here we go. Do I ignore it? No, I will answer it. I went, hello, it's so-and-so from Zoota. I said, you lot always ring my mobile. I'm not even at work now. Oh, okay. I said, can't you ring the landline? He said, well, actually, I did. I said, oh, really sorry. Because most of them just ring my mobile. I'm like, why don't you just ring the landline? Anyway, he said, I rang my brother. I said, look, they're ringing up. Make sure you get off the phone for 10 minutes because they're going to ring you. So that might be sold. But it gets your hopes up. You think, oh, that's sold. The cash guy, great. 300 quid deposit, rest of the rest all done. And some people don't even sign. You go through it, you think you sold a car, and oh yeah, the customer hasn't signed. What's that all about? I think a lot of them are like 3 o'clock in the morning, they're pissed, and they go, let's put it like eBay purchases when they're drunk, isn't it? Yeah, how much stuff's bought on eBay when people are like had a bit of a skinful? They go on there, buy all sorts of crap, don't they? What am I saying? People are frigging messers. I've seen misses, yeah. So I carefully, I do, mate. I'm coming down now. I'm in lane 1. I'm like 55, 60. I think I even got 62 at one point. But then I went, I ain't happy about that. I'll chuck it down to 58. I thought, yeah, I'm happy with 58. Is just fast enough to get away from the lorries, but also it's just fast enough for them not to catch you. 55, 54, 55 is they catch up with you. Decide Costa Rica. What's that mean? Hello? Hello? Costa Rica. I think I've been to Costa Rica. I think I'm on a cruise. I think it's one of them ports where they San Juan. I don't know. A bit of a crap hole. Sorry if you live there. What's this? Isn't the concept of the content the content of paradox? As soon as you label it, it's messing about. It's because how do you learn sales? You don't. You just go, hello. Well, you just talk to people, isn't it, James? You just go, hello. I don't know. In my life, I only know everybody I've spoken to. I don't really. Anyone I've not spoken to, they're pointless. They're a pointless person, aren't they? Because I don't know them. If I spoke to someone, they're a valuable person because I know them, and I only know everybody I spoke. If someone walks in your shop, you can't go like that. Hello, can you help me? I don't know you. What's that mean? I only want to buy that car. Yeah, but I don't know you because I can't talk to you because I'm used to being online. I know you. What's this? My occupation? Well, I'm a council inspector for red rooms, and we go around inspecting them. We check for too much baby oil down the drain. Wednesday night pizza, is it? We check. Shut up! You're loaded. Treat in this house. The pizza that's loaded, I bet you got like a box which is diamond encrusted. It says like pizza in diamonds in it, and you just chuck it out there for the peasants. Do you chuck it out your penthouse like that? You put a load of 50s in there and they really flick it hard, and they all come out, and all the peasants are like, they're trying to get them all. They're all running around the bottom of your flat, aren't they? They're running around your. I'd love to do that with like money throw it out of a plane, wouldn't you? Just all blowing out the back of a plane. Hello. I can't read your name. Peasants. I want to be a peasant. I don't want to be. Actually, you're better off being a peasant because no one asks you for money, innit? If everyone thinks you're skin, when they ring up and say, I want to speak to the owner of the house, I always say, well, I'm the tenant. And they always go, oh, all right. And they put the phone down. I go, no, don't go. I'm lonely. I ain't got no mates. I talked to one, and I must have talked to him for about 20 minutes. I loved it. I told him I'm lonely. I said, oh, I'm really lonely. I've got no mates. Can you help me get some mates? He went, well, no, not really. I said, where do you live? And he went, well, I can't really tell you. And he told me where he lived. I think it's somewhere in India or something. I went, I said, you're so good. Maybe you can give me a ring again. And he'll throw out his bread and get loads of birds. Do you? Is that how you get the birds? You better go on, you want to go on, you don't want to go on, it's not Grinder, call it the dough. The dough boy. Call yourself the dough boy and say, look, I'll get you birds. I'll get loads of birds. High GA. High GAY. High gay. High gay. High gay. I know Highgate. Highgate. Don't know. What's that? Is that down from? Probably. I'll tell you what. No, Highgate's very happy at the minute because Arsenal are at the top of the league. Highgate. Highgate. No, you got pretend you're not a dickhead. Pretend you're not a dickhead. Study this, mate, and go. Oh, I'll go hello. But that's a bit beyond you. I gather that. I gather that. If you can do that, if you go at Highgate, I'm like, mate, you don't go anywhere and never have children. Promise me that. Promise me you will never have children, all right? Because I am scared for society. People like you in it. What a dickhead, but there you go. My man's better than a Tesla. Am I Christian? No. 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 Just no. I sell cars. Can you please say my mother's? Not really. It's too many words, isn't it? I can't say that many words. Are you? Are you what? Are you gay? Am I GA? No, GC, you dickhead. What dickhead? Are you GA? GA, what's that? GA? What, general admission? Don't know. You just farted? No, you didn't. You're just a troll. Willow and Phil. Nah, that sounds weird, mate. You sound like you're from the pond. Mate, you're a frog's got more intelligent than you. Best tube ever, doubt it. No, I can't say it, mate, because you're a troll. It says troll, isn't it? 991 troll. Well, you ain't very good then, are you? Imagine that. Imagine admitting to the 991st troll. What a nick. Right, running. No, not running, Mark. I'm off to my girlfriend's. I've got about, well, I don't know, another 20 minutes, I suppose, then I've got enough. Something like that. Who's a troll? What, 991 troll? Yeah, let's ignore him. I'll tell you what. Anyone come, listen to this, right, this is a deal. This is a deal we have, right? This is for YouTube. How about we have a pact? Any trolls come in, we just completely ignore them. How's that sound? How's that sound? But you lot have got to tell me if they're a troll, because I might respond. Put something like hashtag troll alert, right? Something like that. And then what I'll do, we'll ignore them. We'll let them type and let them ignore them. How's that sound? Chocolate hobnobs. Oh, lush, mate, lush. What? You still get your watch hours? What's a watch hours? I don't know what you mean. I can, yeah. Caramel, oh, they're the ones. I had them gold ones. They were like salted caramel, but they weren't the ones. They weren't the ones. The ones that have the caramel, sort of, they don't break because the caramel sticks them together. Well, he's like a tadpole, isn't he? He's about as useless as a tadpole. He's useless as a bit of sludge, isn't he? Some of them are about as useful as, you know, when someone walks a dog and a bit of stuff comes out of his backside and you tread in it. That's, you avoid that, don't you? And every now and again we stand in one. It's like, oh shit, we stood in one. So you just got to be careful. We've got to be careful where we tread. And I think we need to just ignore them. That will be far better, won't it, than anything. As the car door, it's all right. It's not that bad. I will ring the bloke up tomorrow and see when the paint shop. I'll ring the paint shop actually, because they're the ones who are going to do it, and they're the ones who are going to give me the go ahead to do it, aren't they? So as long as the blokes agree to the money, I don't care. Hello. It ain't really that bad, but who's that? Linda. It's one of them things, isn't it? It just happened, isn't it? You know. It's oh, things happen, don't they? He didn't mean to do it, did he? It's just, I don't know, probably stuff on his mind, you know. Do I think it's a god? I don't know really. I'd say not, but I don't know. What you have to do is you got to believe in what you want to believe, isn't it? You know, Everyone must have believed in stuff because you've done stuff, whether you've got a credit card, an overdraft, you've eaten too many biscuits, you must have believed in it. Nothing, just charging my car. And TikToks, YouTube's, there's being the classic YouTube. But I've decided we're going to ignore them. Hello. Vegan cookies. Where do you... Oh, it's black, it's only black, you know. And she's an old girl now, and she's 60. Okay, now I thought he was going to do it. Christ! I thought, shit, don't hit that door. Yeah, hit that door, don't hit anyone else. Well, you believe in what you want to believe in, isn't it? Surely, you know, you must, everybody believes in everything. You know, you believe in the car you bought, otherwise you wouldn't have bought it. You believe in, you know, exercise because you think it gives you something back. You believe in God because of whatever reason you believe in God. Personally, I'd rather believe in, if I can chat you up and you buy that car, that benefits me. If I can help someone, that's a good thing, isn't it? But do I want to believe in something that I can't? I prefer to be able to see, touch, feel, or taste it, or hear it, or something like that. But everyone's different, aren't they? So everyone's got things that give them peace, isn't it, really? I can't say it. Your lives are the highlight of my day. Mate, you need to get out more. See that door? Open that door and go out. There's a big world out there. It's just a troll like in the real world. What's that? Are you a Scouser? I think I'll park next to you. Why have you put a kiss in there? Well, you want to kiss me? Oh, you're a Scouser. Oh, right. MI6. No, is that like with the big building in London, isn't it? That's the that's MI6. It's like, oh, is it? It's so Secret Service, isn't it? It's just weird, isn't it? There's a cookie one. Look, piss off you lot. Get someone in here who does cookies or cakes. That's what we need. We need someone who's useful to our cookie addiction. Or I want Tim Hortons. Set up a campaign. I want Tim Hortons to come in here. To be honest with you, Scouser. I can lie. No, I'm not. I can lie. I can lie like a cheap Timex. I can lie big time. But I can't really be asked. It's pain in the arse, isn't it? Trouble if you're a liar, you've got to have a really, really, really good memory, because you're saying something happened, and as it didn't, you've got to try and remember the story you've said. So I think, nah, if you tell the truth, you might as well go, this is it, isn't it? Like customers, something happens to their car, bloke bought a BMW. Could I have said nothing, sent in the car and keep my fingers crossed? Maybe, but nah. He came and picked it up last night about 9 o'clock. He said, can I pick it up tonight? Well, I said, well, no, I'm out, but I'll be back at 9. And I was back at 9, and he come back and picked it up. He was really appreciative. Oh, thanks very much. I said, no, don't worry. Took him for a drive. He said, do you mind taking me, you know, come out with me just to show me how all the stuff works? I said, no, of course, I wouldn't just give you the key, see you later. You know, you pair up his phone and all this sort of stuff. It probably took a half hour, but that's a bit of customer service, really, isn't it? It is annoying like that. I didn't want to ring him up and say, oh, look, this has gone wrong, but it had gone wrong, so what's the point of not doing it? 1,200 quid, you know, but that's cars for you. Cars can be quite expensive to fix, you know, and it doesn't happen on all of them, does it? Like Kieran, it doesn't happen on all of them. It happens on some, you know, and yeah, anyone who does work, you know, you'll have a day where everything goes fine and you do well. Another time things will go wrong. When things go wrong and you have a bad week, you lose money, or a bad month, you're losing money, and then most months you earn money. Like restaurants, I'm sure there's, you know, they have their good and bad. All businesses do, don't they? Even us, even we have sort of good and bad days, don't we? We have a day where everything seems good, we feel good. Another day things seem to go wrong. Like yesterday, someone hit my car, and you can say, oh, that's a bad day. It's not. It's just a day that someone hit my door, and he hasn't stopped me using the car. So, should I shout about it? Not really. It's not going to do any good, is it? Well, there you go. Sounds like Bulgarian. Sorry enough. What? Yo, dude, you look rich. How do you look rich? How do you look? I don't see how you can look rich. I don't get that. No, actually, sorry. No. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm going to take that back. Thinking about it. Yeah, you can definitely look rich. It feels to me no one's got any money. No one's got any money, or not many. There's more people without money and are struggling. Um, how do we stop people struggling? I don't know. Probably everyone would have to sort of do the things they don't want to do, you know. And if you're not very good, got a very good education, you probably have to take a low paid job, wouldn't you, like a carer or a cleaner or something like that, which is crappy money. But if you weren't lucky enough to be, you know, good at school, or you haven't good skills, you don't, your skills, your life skills actually determine much of your life, don't they, really? And who brought you up, innit? Who brought you up? If your mum and dad were, it's the people, your mentors, the people around you will mentor you, won't they? Will give you your ideas, your values, your things you should do, really. And then you said no. Who was that? Said no. I don't know. I don't do that. I can't take away greedy. Oh, well, they don't. They exist because obviously, yeah. But if you started a company up and it got richer and richer, well, are you saying if you start a transport company up then, Pete, you know, you have one lorry, you struggled, and you got another lorry, and you were doing all right, and then you thought, I'll tell you what, let's get another lorry, and you have 3 or 4 lorries. Imagine that compounded, and you had some really good contracts, and you suddenly had like a fleet of 100 lorries. I'm not sure you go, well, that's out of order, I'm going to give it all away. Hard work, I think it's hard work, isn't it? And, you know, you say billionaires, should they exist? It's like, why shouldn't they exist? They're just someone who's got $1 billion or £1 billion or whatever, isn't it? Well, you say give some away. I mean, you could afford to give some of yours away, I'm sure. I'm sure are you working at less than all your outgoings? If you are not going to, how long are you going to go on like that for? You ain't. We could all give money away, couldn't we? But we don't. And I don't begrudge millionaires or billionaires. Why would I? You know, what Jeff Bezos, shall I get annoyed because he's a billionaire, or do I think he's a dickhead? He's a dickhead. But I don't know him. I can't really call him a dickhead. I don't know him, innit? I don't know, you know, what should we sort of limit how much you can win on the lottery? And it's hard work, isn't it? If you, a thing is as well, it's not usually, you won't benefit if you do well, will you? It'll be your kids and your grandchildren, if your kids kept the business going. Imagine that, how many businesses started and they didn't really do very well, but the next lot developed the business and it expanded and it got more customers and bigger and bigger. Trouble is, as you get bigger, you probably have more turnover, but it's profit. Turnover's vanity, profit is sanity, isn't it? You know, because I can't spend turnover. You know, turnover's rubbish. It's profit, and it's what you're as rich as how much you can spend. I think you're as rich as how much cash. Liquid is the thing. Most people now on paper are, and a lot of I would imagine just normal people. They've got, you know, what's their house worth? Just a house. If you say your mum and dad, you know, bought their house in the, I don't know, 50s or something, they were fortunate, or the 60s, and they struggled and paid that mortgage, and they got no mortgage, that house is worth a good few hundred thousand. It could be £1 million even, couldn't it? So a lot of people are property. It's really, what I'm amazed at, I've seen loads of this, like the nan dies, they got a house, and all the family want their money. I'm going, why don't you all get along and think, let's leave it there, we've got no mortgage on it, how much do we want? Let's borrow 100 grand on it, and there's 10 of us, we get 10 grand each. Yeah, but if we sell it, we can actually have 32 grand. Okay, you've all had your 32 grand. How are you going to replenish that when it's gone? What do you want the 32 grand for? What, to buy a car? It's how you're brought up, isn't it? I think it's how you're brought up. I definitely would say, if you was unfortunate, you was left the house, I don't get why you'd want to sell the asset. I can't understand that. You know, to me, I'd want to keep the asset. If it's unencumbered, I can borrow money against the asset. If I really need the money, but then I'm going, hang on a minute, I'm going to borrow 50 grand or something to get that car that I've always wanted, but then I've got to pay a mortgage. I'm going, I don't know. Why don't I save up out the rent? When I've got enough money, do you put it in my will? Yeah, you'll get in my Tim Hortons credit card. You're getting my bride. I don't know what you call it. Rich on paper is no good when you can't think for it. Yeah, but when you say on paper, well, say okay, Pete. Say you actually inherited 2 houses or a string of houses, a row of houses. On paper, you've got tons of money. Yes, you can't spend that, but why would you not borrow against the asset? You borrow against the asset. You know, if it was a house, I'd say borrow against it and say you've done work on the house, you've had to put a new roof or whatever, that sort of stuff, and then I don't know, then I'd use that cash. I wouldn't want to do it actually. I'd rather use the rent to pay my debts off that I might have before I got there. I'm fortunate to get it, but I know many people and they've done it. The money's gone to all the family and they got nothing, literally nothing. Any Audi A6 Quattro? Nah. Sell half, rent half. I don't. Even a mortgage is like a pain, isn't it? If you've been given this property and it's like literally unencumbered, you know, imagine all going around and let's do it up, let's do the garden and decorate it, and it's all. But you know what? Someone would say, no, I want the money. I want the money. You know, it's a long term. Have a long term mindset in it. But that's my thoughts. You know, many times I've seen businesses where, you know, they've owned the shop and the yard and all this sort of stuff, and you know, the youngsters come along and they're like too busy in Dubai playing golf and looking like good on their Instagram, and you think, wow, and it don't last very long. They can give some people £1 million, £2 million, £5 million. They'd soon do it. That money would be gone. I don't like spending. I'd much rather having something I can't spend the money on. And if I really, really need it, I'd rather borrow the minimum I can. What am I borrowing it for? I don't know. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. I think if you take a long term, you just want to keep the assets. Don't get rid of them. Because once I've sold it, I can spend the money. I can't spend the money when it's there. But that's my thoughts, isn't it? Am I married? Well, I'm not divorced yet. Why don't you give your wealth away to those in need? Who, me? I'm going to give it to my kids, mate. So if you had, say your mum and dad left you a house and you got kids and you like your kids, I mean, you could say they're not going to get any of it. I'll go, okay. I don't get that. I don't know why you wouldn't want your kids to benefit from. Who do you want to benefit from your hard work then? Nobody. I want my kids to benefit. I'm going to give stuff to my kids. Why would I not? I like my kids. I love my kids. So, but that's up to me, isn't it? When you say those in need, what do you mean? Someone who, I don't know what you mean in need. I mean, I don't know why anybody could have done exactly what my dad's done. Anybody could have done what Richard Branson done, surely. You know Richard Branson, why could you not have done, he's only a person, he must have bought and sold stuff or whatever. Why could someone not have done exactly what he done? I don't get that. Why could someone not be exactly the person that invented Uber? It's only a person that has invented all these companies. Oh, I'd give it to my family. I'd give it to my kids. I'd have what I want and give it to my kids. That's what I think. You know, and you know, you say give it to them, but should I be destitute but I've helped lots of people? And what about, say I've helped, I don't know, say I've managed to help like 300 people. What about the 301st person? Should I borrow money? Should I get into debt to help that person then? And it's all about money. It's all about money. I mean, I only get money by going to work. You know, I only get my money by going to work. And if I was fortunate, I liked school and I'd studied hard and I'd done reasonably well, and then I went to uni, I probably would have given myself more chances, wouldn't I? Or would I? Is it better to? I think it's better to work for yourself. Personally, me, I'd say like if you're a plasterer, I wouldn't work for a builder. I'd want to have my own plastering company. Well, I've given in my electric car group, mate. We've given away £12,000. Because if you use my Octopus Energy code, you get 50 quid. I get 50 quid. I've saved them all up, and I give the money away. I've given over 220 donations. People have used my referral code 220 times, and we've given away 12 grand to charities. I prefer giving 200 quid. So if I've got £1,000, I prefer to give 200 quids. Because charities are close to your heart, aren't they? Charities are close to your heart. You know, I know your mum's had cancer, so you would say, or your dad's had testicular cancer or something, or whatever, it's close to your heart. You've lost a pet, you know, you might want to give it to PDSA or something, you know. But charities are personal to us because you say nice, well done. It's not really well done, is it? It's just I've got this group with 20,000 people in it, and I say to people, look, would you mind, you know, thinking of using my referral code? I don't want my 50 quid. You keep your 50 quid, but mine I save up, and we give it to charity. I think, well, I haven't had the money anyway. That's a good thing to do with a bit of influence, I suppose, isn't it? Influence. You know, as my social grow, I'd like to help people. But some people I feel are not. No, I know. I do take credit for it. I'm not going to, you know. And I don't say this because I want people to go, wow, he's a good guy. I don't want that at all. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all. I just thought it was a good thing to do. But the trouble is, a lot of people will say something, but they'll pocket the money. Money's sticky fingers, isn't it? Money is like, people want to nick your money. They think you should give them your money. And I don't know. Am I fortunate? Yes, absolutely fortunate. But, and could you ask me for money? Of course you can ask me, but if you can ask me for anything, but you can ask me for anything, but you cannot get the hump if I don't want to do it. You can't do that. That's unfair. That is not fair. And if you think you can't handle no, don't ask. Simple as that, isn't it? You know, and again, look, you're going to help. You know, we've all got people we would help. You know, we've got people we would help. We've got other people, no. If you don't know people, do you believe it's who you know? Absolutely, mate. Bang, boom. That is the best, mate. This is why I don't understand people not talking. It's like, what the heck? Why would you? I want a job. Why CVs? What a load of shit that is. You can't get off your ass, get a push bike and cycle around all the companies, isn't it? Go in and say, can I see the manager? Hear me out. Hear me out. All I want to do is introduce who I am. I don't want to take any more than 5 minutes of his time. I'd like to, and when the man comes out, I'd say, look, I know you don't want anyone now, but what I want to do is, I need a job. I'm desperate for work. I'll do anything. I would like to maybe ring you in a month's time. Can I have your name, please? And then what I'll do, I'll ring in a month's time. Again, you won't want me, but how about have a deal? If you do think you want something, how about I'll give you 2 days of my life for free? I don't want no money, but just to prove I can do it. That way, then you know I'm not messing about. You know I'm reliable. You know I'm not going to be on my phone, and I'm going to be courteous. But maybe that comes with confidence, doesn't it? And then, well, I think so. Well, CVs, I don't get it. I've sent my CV out. Honestly, that just sounds to me like you don't want a job. I agree if it's a company 100. And why am I sending my CV to a company that is like, say, 200 mile away? Am I going to relocate? No. What? So I'm sending my CV to a company that wants someone in, I don't know, Middlesbrough, and I live in London. It's like, no. And you could just have the luck, innit? I remember seeing it was on Facebook. There was someone put up, what was it? Oh, you know, I'm guys, you know, I want to get a job. I'm sick of not having no money. It's coming out of Christmas. I'm looking for a job. I don't mind what I do within reason. You know, I don't want people to take the piss out of me, but I need a job, and I know that I'm not going to get anything unless I put myself out there. And I put a comment on there, mate. You deserve a job because to me, this is the post. This is the post of the year. This is the post of the year. Many young people could take you know, a leaf out of your book. And it was, I'll tell you, it was about, I don't know, about an hour later, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to give him a job. And I messaged him, would you mind giving us a call? This is who we are. Maybe run it past your mum and dad, because I don't want to, you know, or ring me up, I'll tell you about it, then I need to meet your parents, or they should come and meet me. And I said, look, I'm prepared to take you on if you want a job. He said, yeah. Well, you know, I said, I'll give you a chance. So he come and he worked for us for a couple of years. He went on. So when they leave, they go, what is it? It's the same routine. It's the same routine when they're going to leave. What they do is they sort of, I can't come in Saturday or whatever day it is. He was only working Saturdays. That's right. Because he's studying, and they've got a job somewhere else. Which is, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If they got a better offer, fuck it, take it. What? So they're a bit of a dickhead, and I've got a better offer about someone else working. Well, I'm going to take it. And surely, why would you not? And I think good luck. That to me, that shows willing. And when you put these jobs out there, any kid who's got the bottle to actually ring you and go, you know, I'm ringing about the job, that's like 3 stages ahead. That's like three stages ahead of like the person who gets their mum to ring up. Brilliant. How to the point? Okay. Well, mate, I'm sadly I'm too filtered. You give it the Billy Big Bollocks, yeah. I'll tell people. I want to tell people what I think about them, but I don't. So I'm too scared. Why? I suppose I'm a bit respectful, aren't I? I'm a bit respectful, but really, you do want to say, I don't like you. Sometimes you say. Sometimes you do think, okay, I'm going to tell you what I think about them. But a lot of times you have to be polite, and I think. But some people you just think, I don't want to be polite to you, because you're a knob. But yeah, like that, I just think that's, you know, when you put out, if you've got a company and you put out that you're looking for someone, you get loads of people. Well, it is nice, and even I know you should be polite. Manners and courtesy cost nothing, don't they? But some people, you just think, do us a favour, mate, go in that cupboard, and there's a wasp nest in there, and shut the door on them. That's, you know, just a sort of a little wakener, isn't it? A little freshen up. We give them a freshen up. Well, but actually you're better off just like blocking them, and you're blocking them or not talking to them. And if they still keep talking to you, say, look, mate, I put some paint up, and I was watching it the other day, and it's you're about as interesting as that. But yeah, I don't know. We're all different, aren't we? All different. When you definitely put, if you run a company, a little business, and you put like you want someone to do whatever, you will get loads and loads of inquiries. Just shows people are looking for work. There's as many people looking for work. There's probably more good people than lazy people, I think. And you have to remember, you know, we was all young once. When you're young, you're a bit, I don't know, not useless, but you're not. And it's really refreshing to get someone who comes along who's keen to learn. That's, you know, and I think give someone 2 days of your life and say, look, I'll give you 2 days. I don't want no money. And boy, when you're there, then you work really hard, because you want the boss to go, look at my dickheads over there, they're all on their frigging phone. Look at this new guy, he swept the yard up. He swept the yard up, made the tea, gone down the cafe, treated everyone to a donut, and he's polished 3 cars in 3 hours. Them lot over there, they don't do nothing, lazy bastards. What's this? It's a cutting youth in employment. The problem is, Mark, there's no jobs that are giving out, like, everyone wants, I don't know, 800 quid a week, don't they, or £1,000 a week, but you ain't going to get that. Skills! It's really odd. People don't, it's mad. I'm going, go and work somewhere to learn stuff. When I've learned skills, I can sell my skills. But I can't, what, no money? What, I've got to work for nothing? Really? And like, in a way, the parents should be going, that's a good idea, that's what you got to do, son. Get out of your pit, stop playing frigging Xbox till whatever time, or you've got to have an ultimate. You've got to go, like, what we need to do is you need to pay rent. How are you going to pay rent? Oh, that's unfair. Whereas if you get a job, no rent, you don't pay rent. If you ain't got a job, you pay rent. You make it painful, don't you? And it is hard, but it is hard. It's hard, but we've all been young, isn't it? Oh, Stephanie. We've all been young once, even us old people, isn't it? Well, we're young once. I know that's unbelievable, isn't it? But, what's this? Companies don't work there. Oh yeah, no, but you've got to do little companies, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't know you lot were talking. This is just, it froze. How long have you been living in I haven't. That's my name. Games, yeah. I want to work on my phone. I'm a streamer. Because they see some people that I would think full-time streaming. I think that's bloody hard. Well, sometimes you've got to do things you don't want to do, innit? Of course, I want a job where I'm earning 1,500 quid a week. Why would I not want to earn 1,500 quid a week? But what about if I'm Say I can get a job that gives me, say, 400 quid or 300 quid. That's 300. I'm 300 quid better off than not working, surely. But you know what they do? They go, I'll go on the dole. How many pubs? I don't know. Don't live there. Working for yeah. What do you do? Well, I lie in bed till I'll get up about 2 because I'm busy overnight. What are you doing? What, working? No, I'm playing COD. I'm pucker. I'm so good. I do COD with my left hand. I'm doing, I don't know what the other game is. I'll do Roblox with my right hand and I'll do COD with this one. Oh, pucker. Left hand, I'll get that machine gun. Pucker, mate, I tell you. Well, you don't do anything useful? Nah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I've got all these followers on COD. I talk to them on my headset and we swear at each other because we didn't work as a team. I don't know. I just think, look, do what you want to do, innit? But it is, when you work hard, people seem to say, no, it's all right for you. That's the classic, isn't it? It's all right for you. And you just have to do a job you can, but you need to learn stuff. If you learn stuff, you can sell your skills, can't you? You can't, you know, if you was good at spreadsheets, you're going to get a job doing spreadsheets, aren't you? Surely. If you're good at, I don't know, you're really good at soldering joints, you're going to get a job as a plumber, aren't you? Surely. Your name is what? My name is Derek Johnson. I work for the YouTube moderator team. I go to 10 people. We're searching for small live streams. We said that the other day. You're clearly not, because you're a bit of a dick. What's this Sasson Squatch talking about? We're talking about you. Unfortunately, we're talking about you, Scotch beef. We reckon you ain't Scotch beef. Level million. Yeah, I'm on level million. It's the same as, it's even the same as me. And you get all these followers, and you think, oh, I've got 16,000 followers. You think it doesn't mean anything, does it? It actually means absolutely nothing. But you think it does. That's the problem. We get obsessed with numbers, don't we? So what's my opinion on Rupert Lowe? I think he talks a very good. I think he's a bit more acceptable than the other one, Nigel Fudge or whatever he's called, Fraggy. Was he a Tory? Was Rupert Lowe a Tory? I like the things he says, but you know, he won't get in. There's too many do-gooders, isn't it? There's too many do-gooders that will, I don't know, we'll never put, you know, really every country should put themselves first, shouldn't they? The end. You know, we should buy stuff. The trouble is we don't, in our crave for everything being cheap, we buy everything from, the supply chains are so far away, aren't they? We don't have any industry because they don't like working, because it's all unions, isn't it? One out, all out. You can't come and make the tea because we have a bloke specially for making the tea. I had a mate, and he worked, he's dead now, but he worked up in Fleet Street in the press. So it was a nightmare. He worked, and they went, what are you doing? He went, well, I'm doing this. No, you don't do that yet. We go to the pub first, then do that when we come back. He said they go to the pub, they'll get pissed. They get pissed, walk down the pub, and get pissed. And it's like, what are you doing that? No, that's Harry's job. Who's Harry? Well, he ain't here yet. He comes in Wednesdays. But he's doing. Well, it won't get done then, will it? It won't get done till the unions ruled Fleet Street. The union. And I'll tell you what, the unions, it was such a close shop. It was like you would only get a job if you're, I don't know. He said there was Donald Duck working there, I know. They'd sign all these in. They were so powerful, it was like, yeah, we want a job. Who's that? Well, that's Donald Duck. Where is he? He's out at the minute, he's not in today. They'd all sign him in. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. Part of reform, oh, was he? We own first, everyone second. What? Call blimey, that's what? An army's job. Hi Kieran. Keep the Quiche boys back. I don't know. You don't want, really don't want the unions, don't want to be too powerful, and they don't want the bosses to be too. No, it's no good being too powerful either way, isn't it? It needs to be in the middle. In the middle of everything, isn't it? Middle of your calories, middle of your spending money, political parties in the middle. Yeah, everything in the middle is the best, isn't it? Really, but. You can make money in games. Yeah. If you had the gayest son, would you actively support him? Well, what do you think I'd do with him? What, throw him out of the house or something? Why, don't your mum and dad support you then? Weird, isn't it? Well, unless my son was horrible to me, why wouldn't I support him? Whatever way he swings, why would I not do that? What, my son's an absolute waste of space? Well, I want to support him, would I? if my son's not a waste of space, or anyone's not a waste of space, you'd support them. You go, hello, help them, wouldn't you? But if you're a waste of space, no one's going to support you, are they? Even your legs ain't going to support you. You just fall down, wouldn't you? Oh, so I'm going to make a move in a minute. A couple of minutes and I'm going to go. Well, I hope you all have a good evening. All right, Rudy. You still here? You still at the BBC? Mate, when I see that, I thought I love it. I was well pleased. I like it when people do well. All right, mate. I like it when, I don't care who it is. You know, it could be like my mate's kids or someone else. Going to my girlfriend's. Yeah, I know. Well, I had to charge my car on it, and I'm about done there anyway. Really, just go over and we got some treats. Got some of these. I said, "Do you want any treats?" No, and then I sent her a picture, and she got a smiley face. So I thought, obviously brownie points. I've got these for me, and I've got to eat these. Do you want me to eat these? I tell you what, I had some of these, and I think I broke, and they fell off the seat. And it took me about half hour for trying to find them all in the dark. Oh, it's a nightmare. So I may not eat them. They may eat them tomorrow. How's my day? It's alright, thanks. Right, I suppose you should go. No, I think you can earn good money on computers. Of course you can. You know, if you're a game developer, a code or anything like that, I think you can earn good money. But with the thing of AI, like copywriters, they can earn. But now, I'm thinking AI that's big time, isn't it? That's big time coming. It's coming for our jobs, I'll tell you. If you're anything to do which your job is on a computer, I think, wow, you're a designer or anything, I think that's, you know, you want to watch your job, because I think there's a lot of jobs that are going to actually disappear. Blueberries, yeah, I always have them. I like blueberries. Right, I've got to go. See you later, guys. And remember, this is the internet. You're free to disagree with me, and you're foolish if you don't disagree with me sometimes. Because if you don't disagree with me sometimes even, that's ridiculous, because that means you're me, which you cannot be me. We will all have the same sort of opinion, but you will have a slight twist on your opinion to mine. I think so. And ultimately, we should get along. Online or real life, we should get on. We shouldn't argue, we should get along. That's my good day, is when we all get along. Anyway, I'm off now. See you later, YouTube. Have a good evening. I will catch you, well, tomorrow maybe. See you later.